2 or 3. Social services called.
Ah.
They want to meet me tomorrow to talk about Max.
So you thought as a consequence you'd drown your sorrows?
No, as a consequence, I thought I'd try and sort out Planet Abra.
What?
The state of the flat.
I hope you're not suggesting that my dirty socks have driven you to drink.
You know how important this is to me.
And you know that I'd do nothing to jeopardise Max coming home to stay with us. I know this is stressful, but white wine is not the way to deal with it.
You weren't there. You didn't have to speak to him.
You know where I was? You could have rung. Look, wherever I am, whatever I do, it's you I want to come home to. You I want to be with. You know that, don't you?
You don't know how much I want to believe that.
It's not a question of belief, it's a question of trust. I trust you. Why don't you try trusting me? What do you say? I think these shoulders are pretty broad. Next time, talk to me, okay?
Who is that guy?
Oh, he's some associate of Nina's.
She ever mentioned him?
No, I'm keeping an eye on him.
I love you.
You too. I'll let you sort yourself out.
I still can't get hold of Nina. We need to talk about Zeke.
Would you excuse us?
Nothing the matter, I hope.
No, just like a quick word with young Zeke here.
I think Ezekiel would prefer it if I stayed.
Am I in trouble?
No. I'd just like my colleague here to take a quick look at you. 1 minute.
May I? Where'd you get these?
Liberia.
Were you attacked?
Don't you think this young man's been through enough this evening?
Well,
I'm not going to stand here and let you bully him.
will you please shut up?
The brethren of God.
You fought with them in Liberia.
How old were you?
When my mother was murdered, I had no choice.
How long did you fight for?
Yes.
And now? How do you survive now?
One must do what one can, mustn't one?
What does he mean by that? I'd like to speak with you outside, please.
Who is he?
Who's who?
Heaney. And don't tell me you've never met him before.
Oh, must we do this now?
I'm not leaving here until you've told me the truth.
He's just your average old school predator.
What's that supposed to mean?
You see him hanging about in bars all over Africa, sniffing out the misery, looking for a deal. In this case, it's the charity.
So you do know him?
I know his sort. So do you. Anything for a buck, no matter who gets hurt. I don't know him.
Whoever he is, whatever he is, we're not going to let him interfere with our treatment of Zeke, okay?
I suppose not.
Abra?
He's a street kid from Accra. God knows what he's been up to.
We can't let that cloud our judgment.
More than likely he's a multiple killer.
It's still not our call to make.
Isn't it?
You know it isn't. He's just a kid.
You'd be happy sending him back, would you?
It's not my job to speculate on what my patients may or may not do with their lives, and it shouldn't be yours.
Okay. How's that?
Hot.
And that?
When can Zeke expect his operation?
As soon as we get his CT results.
I see.
So tell me, Zeke, good line of trade?
What?
In Jamestown. What's the product? Guns? Cocaine? Extortion?
That is not an appropriate question for you to ask.
Isn't it? And when you go back, what then?
What is he talking about?
I'm talking about you and your little street gang.
Ha. So you told him?
Are you working for him? You sure? And what about the people who did this to you? What happens to them?
They won't be doing it again. Why are you asking me all these questions?
What a charming pair you make.
This is not the time nor the place for this.
I think I liked you better. Deals out of Lagos. What was your alias then? It had a sort of nice Churchillian ring.
Montgomery.
Yeah.
And I was not brokering any arms deals.
And who were those excitable gentlemen with sunglasses and the suitcases full of cash?
To get back to Ezekiel here.
What is he talking about? Arms deals.
As usual, Zeke, the good doctor has seen one thing and turned that into quite another.
You know this doctor?
Yes, we have bumped against one another once or twice along the way.
Oh, yes, turn over any stone and there you'd be, grubbing about with the best of them. Our man in Africa.
And what about your little clandestine medicine program?
Those drugs were saving lives.
My dear boy, those drugs are changing hands at $50 a piece. What's the street price for retrovirals?
55.
I don't know what amazes me most. The arrogance or the naivety.
Just how many of these hoodlums do you think you're sending over?
How many do you want?
This isn't what I signed up for.
Life seldom is.
What's your part in this great plan? Some Jamestown godfather paying you $100 a kid?
Don't be disgusting. Do you think we can pick and choose which patients to heal and which to cast aside?
Of course not.
What's he talking about? Hoodlums?
I mean you, Zeke. You.
He's going to help me, isn't he?
You're frightening the boy.
Good.
Good.
Seems to me there isn't much to choose between you and the boy one day.
Eh?
Just might be you got what was coming to you.
Ah! 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 Get off
I think you better take a look in there.
Get away! Get off me! Get off me! Get off me!
Calm, just keep...
Get off me!
This is not my idea of keeping things quiet.
Just some haloperidol, please.
Just lie still, lie still. Just stay calm, try to stay calm. Just lie still. Come on. That's it, that's it. Can we get some wet packs, please? Wet packs, now, please!
So much for pontification.
Can you just get out? Now?